Okay, firstly, pardon the absolutely lowest effort video I think I'm ever going to make, but I just wanted to do a quick run through on updating the firmware for the Jroo Music Machine's Loop because I came across a problem uh, that I don't know how common it is. So it was, in the end, it's pretty simple. So we're just going to run through this really quick. First, make sure your rack is powered off, and we're going to go ahead and take it out of the case. It does need to be powered off, but you don't have to disconnect it from your board, from your power. Um, I am, because I don't know why you wouldn't, but also that's tight. Okay. Okay, so we are powered off. On the back of it, there is a micro USB jack and then two buttons labeled boot and reset. So what you need to do is plug in micro USB cable connected to your computer. Mine is connected to Windows 11. The problem was actually on Windows 10. So when we've plugged it in, we do get power, we get switching lights. At this point, we want to press and hold the boot button and then press the reset button. If you have big fingers like me, this is pretty much just to press the first one, roll to the second one, and my laptop just dinged. So you'll notice we don't have blinking lights on the front. We're just green, so we're good to go as far as that's concerned. I'm just going to set that down right there. On the Jroo website, we're going to download the Alt Reset firmware, which is pretty sick. It allows you to use the wet dry input jack as instead of CV, you can just hit it with a gate or a trigger, and it will restart your loop to wherever the playhead knob is set. So that's downloaded. The instructions say download the firmware, visit this Electrosmith GitHub. That's this page here. I'll go ahead and refresh it, and this is where I got my problem. When I click connect, well, after that reset, okay, when I click connect, it's going to prompt to connect to the device. My device is not listed here. It should be listed as DFU in DS. And I've got a couple of random things. I don't even know what those are, but none of those are the device. So I'm going to click cancel. At that point, you need to Google Zadig, Z-A-D-I-G, and go down to not Zadig and Voltaire, but this one, Zadig-USB driver installation made easy. That's the website we want. And I remember having to do this a long time ago, like some Windows 7 stuff or something like that, and I don't remember the exact device. That's the website we're looking for. Just go down to the download page and click on the as of right now, it's 2.8. So this is going to download. And it seems scary at first. When you run this, it's probably going to ask for administrator rights. It's not an installation, it's just an executable. So we're going to give this permission to run. I said no, we don't need updates, we just need to install the driver. So your device should be listed here. You may have multiple devices, but you want to select DFU in FS mode. The current driver is none, which is why it's not showing up. We're just going to install the driver default WinUSB. So we're just going to click install driver and give it a couple of seconds. This can actually take a couple of minutes depending on some variables that I don't know what those variables are. But it can take a couple of minutes. So I'm not even going to fast forward the video here. I'm just going to keep rambling while my cat tries to figure out a way to get up into the shot. Good boy. Okay, so this is steady going. Meanwhile, our Module is just sitting. We don't need to restart it. It's in the correct mode. Okay, the driver was installed successfully. We're going to click close. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to go ahead and close that tab. Switch back over to the electrosmith.github page. And now when you click connect, you should have DFU in FS mode. If you don't, go ahead and refresh. So at that point, I'm going to click connect. And then there, we need to choose a file. We're going to go to our downloads. That's the alt firmware. We're going to click open. And now the program button is lit up, so we can click that. And it is erasing, copying data. It's probably important here you don't lose power or move, jiggle the cables or whatnot. I don't know to what degree these are brickable, but that's usually the time. And it says done. At that point, we'll flip this around and we're back to blinking lights. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the power. I'm going to put it back in the case. And then at that point, we can hit the dry wet jack with a trigger. And it will, or a gate, and it will reset the playback location to wherever the playhead knob is set. So beginning of the loop, halfway through the loop to the end, and it'll just keep re-triggering from the same spot. So now you can do time sync effects and loops. Okay, I hope this helps somebody out. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thanks.